I'm like, I'm just going to start a Facebook group. I started this group and connected about 20 people on day one, and it has steamrolled.
Well, I think especially the whole point of being in a conservative community, finding people who actually think like you outside of the circles you already knew is just like, wow, like it's such an amazing feeling.
The initial reason why I started the group was not for it to be an activist group at all. For years, I'd always wanted to host nights at my house where I would just cook a bunch of soup and then people would just come over with wine and bread, and it would be an eclectic group of people. So I decided to combine that with this group, like-minded people who were relieved to know that they had neighbors that thought like them. It became a very grassroots organization.
So I was kind of looking to start something. We need to start a group. We need to do something to get together. And then I actually got added to Amy's Facebook group, and I did not know Amy, but she and I got swept up into like a separate text chain of other women I knew. So it was like all these like little connections. And I remember just being so excited that I had gotten added, and I'm like, this is what I was trying to do. So I reached out to Amy and I was like, hey, if you need help administering this group, I was trying to do something similar, just let me know.
She offered the help. At first I blew her off, and then I was like texting her back, maybe I could use your help.
This is someone I didn't know before 2016 and now is a amazing close friend.
Everybody that meets Julie likes her the first time they meet her, so easy to be around. And but I think our friendship really cemented in the weeks after that, when we started administering this group together and starting to plot and see more of a vision for it.
We call ourselves the Jedi Sisters now, and we have expanded and grown this group. And we also kind of have different life stories and backgrounds, and I'm not sure I would have ever met them any other way. And Leslie, who's one of the members of our group, one of the Jedi Sisters, had the idea to start a political action committee. We started one in 2018. And what we did is there were several people running for office who we were supporting at that time. And we asked these candidates to come, and we actually got a friendly local bar. One of the candidates was a man named Aftab Pureval. Later on, we found out as he was talking, he started to call our group the Pissed Off Mason Moms.
We'd meet people and they'd say, oh, you guys are the Pissed Off Mason Moms. And we were like, yeah, I guess. Spring of 2020, Mason City Schools had a school levy on the ballot. It was really critical. Ultra-conservative right-wingers started putting up signs around our city saying, if you pass this levy, your taxes are going to go up by 20%, which was very misleading. That wasn't the case. So I call the Jedis and I'm like, we've got to do something about these signs. Let's set these signs right next to them that have a giant arrow pointing at them that say fake news. We borrowed some guy's stakes in the ground, and all of us moms went out there with our tools. And we did have the forethought to say, okay, if we put these signs and we have a printed arrow on it, they're just going to move their sign.
They are like outsmarting us. What are we going to do?
One of the Jedis used her cry cut to cut big rectangles.
Okay, that works.
We went up there and did it, and it got so much attention. Like we got people like liking our page, and I mean, I don't think that they realized like how much they actually helped us.
And the levy passed by a lot.
So we took it to that next level.
We decided to start a Dem Club in Mason. Mason is in Warren County, and we have an active county party, but they meet north of Lebanon, which is a minimum of a 20-minute drive.
We're already seeing the move from conservative to purple to moving, we see the actions, and we know that the people who are involved in this would not be doing this if we hadn't started this club.
It's just been an amazing experience of women working collaboratively together. Everything we do is done with a group of women, and it's just been super rewarding. It's just been like the epitome of women coming together to get shit done. All the women out there that are getting their toes in the water and paying more attention in the last 4 years and have already stepped outside your comfort zone a little bit, If you really want to learn how you can network with other women in your community to do these similar types of things, please reach out to us. We love networking with other groups.
Definitely reach out, because I will tell this, that I think people get overwhelmed because they feel like, oh, I can't do all that stuff you just said. We didn't do all that stuff we just said for a while. I mean, we started as just a social Facebook group, and you're just going to grow organically. You will be surprised how quickly these groups grow. You can look at your phone right now. If you've got a text chain of like 5 women who are discussing politics, there's your group.
And it's really easy. You get your friends together, and it's just kind of exceptionally rewarding to figure out the kind of change that you can make as a group.